with all these subtools selected over here, I can go over here to Create MultiAlpha Brush, and instead of creating insert mesh brushes, it's going to create meshes up here that are converted to alphas, and they have different uses. So let's go ahead and do that. Now before I do that, I'm going to be careful, and I'm going to hit B, and I'm going to take this pre-existing Chisel Rect brush. Now this Chisel Rect brush is basically set up the same way I want to do my alpha brush, which is I have a bunch of meshes up here and they're all being converted to multiple alphas throughout this brush. So what I'm going to do is take this Chisel Rect brush and we're going to go ahead and clone this off. So now when I hit B, we have Chisel Rect 1 selected, and I'm just going to select any one of these, doesn't matter which one, and I'm just going to go to delete mesh. I'm going to hit that 32 times to delete all those meshes out of there. You can see that number dropping there. So when that gets down to, it should be 0, it says 32, but it's 0. There's nothing left in there. So with nothing left in there, I'm going to make sure these are oriented the way I want my alphas drawn out, and coincidentally, that's the same way I want my insert mesh brushes drawn out. And now I can hit this with that empty brush selected, the empty clone selected. I'm going to do Create MultiAlpha Brush. And now when I cycle through all of these, they're all being converted on the fly to alphas. So in order to test this out, let's go out of edit mode, hit Control N, grab a sphere 3D, go into edit mode, make a poly mesh, and go ahead and divide this up a couple times. Now in order to insert a mesh onto this, I can't have subdivision history, so I'm going to go ahead and delete lower just so I can show you guys how these are working. So if I hit B, we're going to go back to our original insert mesh brush, and now again this one's set to select through one by one. So if I drag these out, you're going to see it's dragging actual meshes onto this surface. If I hit W, I can go through here and like move these things around. They are physical meshes that I'm dragging out. Now that's an insert mesh brush. Now the insert MultiAlpha brush, what it did, if I hit B and choose this Chisel Rect brush, what that's doing is it looks like meshes up here, but it's converting them on the fly to alphas. So when I drag this onto my mesh, it's going to go ahead and just drag through the alpha that geometry is creating through this mesh. If I hit shift, you're going to see it just smoothing that geometry back down. Let's go ahead and drop our Z intensity down a bit. And our focal shift is at -100. That was already set up in the original chisel brush, so we're pretty much good to go with this brush. Now as I drag this out, you're going to see it's just going to drag the same alpha over and over again. If I want to kind of cycle through, I'm going to change this multi-mesh selector to 3, which is random. And now as I'm dragging through, it's just randomly cycling through the different meshes here. So you can see the differences. One is actual meshes, one is converting these meshes to alpha information, so I can just deform the underlying mesh and then modify it from there.